On this episode of FC Isle of Man Non-League to Premier League, we take a look back at the season review and we take a look forward to what our plans are for next season. Here we are, the end of the 23-24 season, and as you can see, we have the Northern Premier League Division 1 West mouthful of a trophy. Let's get into the signings and how they done last season. Come on, the boys. There were so many new guys that came into the squad. It's only a matter of time before we see how good they actually were for us. Let's start at the top with Dara. Was absolutely class. I can't believe we got him on a free 5-star winger from Huddersfield. 19 assists, 11 goals in 41 games. Can't ask for much more. Kofi Moore, he won't be staying this next season because he hasn't agreed a contract, but he does have 16 goals in 35 games and 9 assists. James Oliver's on a non-contract, so he will be staying. He's got 16 assists, 10 goals, and 35 appearances. Was absolutely class. Underrated baller, in my opinion. James Metcalf will be staying next season. He got a new deal, plays across the back. He'll most likely be a sub. He won't be a player that'll have much impact next season. Well, I can't see it anyway. Star signing is the goalkeeper from Farsley Celtic. He did make a difference when he came in. I'd have to say Max was very, very good, but my signing of the season would be Bo Bereford. He turned it around for us. 6 assists, 1 goal, 34 games. Absolutely class. Magukin will be out next season as well, as he didn't want to sign a new contract, but he was very good also. Shame to lose him because he can play everywhere across the back. Max Clayton from Accrington did very, very well. He's going to be backup keeper next season. This was one of the guys who turned our season around. Curtis DeRose and Mikael Barnes in the midfield from Rotherham and Aston Villa, respectively. They had a very similar season each, both with 6 assists. Barnes got 3 goals, DeRose got 2. Absolutely class. Nathan Stevenson was a very much a backup central midfield player and was fairly decent. Same with Mac Warren. He started off as being very, very good. And then obviously when DeRose and Barnes came in, he sort of fell apart. But we've got a very, very good midfield for next season. Those three, Warren, Barnes, and DeRose, will do very well, I think, in the league up. Let's start with the league. We finished first. We started filling out the stadium more as well. We had a lot of fan days during the season. We got 1,449 average attendance, which is almost half the stadium in, which is absolutely class. Kenlar, he got 37 goals. He's one we can't sign a new deal with either. He's looking like he's on his way out because he doesn't want to sign a new contract. The club legend could be leaving at the end of the season. And then if we take a look at our results, we didn't lose that many games in the season. We lost the Prescott Cables, Hanley Town, and then look at all these W's. It's a field of green. An absolute massive, massive season with only 3 defeats. We're losing to Clitheroe when we'd already won the title. It didn't really matter. Drawing to Glossop, but we finished the season on a high of a 4-0 and a 2-0 win. We did get 99 points. If we would have drawn one more game or beat Bootle or drew against Clitheroe, we would have had 100 points. But, we go again. We had 62 plus goal difference in the league. Absolutely class. The less said about the FA Cup, the better. We lost 4-3 against Sevenoaks, a team that's close to where I live. What can you do? We're not going to progress that well in the FA Cup at the moment. The FA Trophy, we started off absolutely superb with a 9-2 win, and then we lost on penalties to Newcastle Town, a team we beat twice in the league. We should have gone further in that competition. Integro League Cup, we did absolutely nothing in it. We lost 3-1 to Widnes. First game up at another level, and they smashed us. That was when I was worried, and that was the actual impetus for me to go out and get new players. And it had a great effect, as you saw throughout the season. The moments to remember, the 9-2 win, we absolutely smashed Burgess Hill. I don't know what league they're in, but they clearly wasn't on our level. And then a match to remember, 3-0 against Lancaster. To be honest with you, these matches to remember, I never remember them. That one I don't remember at all. I don't remember Oliver's goal either. A 4-1 win against Leek. Shout out to the Leek Town supporters that watch my videos. They're big up Leek all the time, and we absolutely smashed them this season. So there's one for you. The finances, we're now a local team. We're not obscure anymore. There's no new sponsorships. Sponsorship is down. There's no broadcast revenue, but hospitality is up and matchday commercial revenue. Look at that, £179,000 at this level. Insane. 273 shirts. Barnes was the biggest one this season. That's not bad for a club at this level, I'd say. And this is how we lined up through the season. The best teams there. Starting off in goal was Clayton. I'd say Burnley would have got there if he had the same amount of games, but Clayton, class, can't argue with that. Latite, he wasn't good at this level, but he did a job at right back. Metcalf and McGukin, quality centre backs at this level, did very, very well. Bo Beresford, the absolutely insane left back. I can't believe we got him from Newcastle. That is an absolute big dub. He must love the Isle of Man. He must love something about it. If you do love the Isle of Man, let me know in the comments why he would be here, why you go from Newcastle to the FC Isle of Man. Very, very strange. But anyway, Barnes and DeRose, class, quality, like Lampard, Gerrard in the midfield. But at that, this time it actually worked. Oliver, Moore, Dera, and Akenla. You can't say no more than that. Look at the goals, lads. Akenla, 40 goals in 41 games and one sub appearance. He also got 8 assists as well. But Oliver and Dera were providing him with the assists all season long. They were an absolute triple threat this season. And Kofi Moore as well. Didn't speak about him enough during the season. Underrated, top class player. Looking at the accolades, Akenla winning most of it. Signing of the season, Max Durley. Goal of the season, Oliver. And Dara got most assists with 19. Akenla got player of the matches, and he won the average highest rating. Pass completion was Max McGukin. Fair enough. The centre back distributing the balls well. Can't argue with that. Max McGukin also lost his discipline quite a lot, but Akenla smashing the awards again as he normally does. It was history in the making. We did hard work on and off the pitch, and FC Isle of Man dared to dream, and thanks to a great run of results in the middle of the season, their promotion dreams come true. And they did. I didn't think we'd get promoted back to back. We're going up into a tough league. It's going to be a very, very tough season next season. But I'm hoping we can at least stay up. 4 teams go down in the next league. We're in the same league now as FC United of Manchester. So that shows you the kind of level of teams that we're going to be playing next season. It's going to be a complete rebuild at the back. We need defenders. We're going to need wingers and we're going to need a striker. We're losing pretty much a lot of our best players. But we're keeping DeRose, Barnes, Beresford. They're the key players to keep. And we're going to build a squad for next season and we're going to go for it. We're absolutely going to still play the same formation. We're going to smash it. And I'll see you on the next video where we take a look at the first half of the season in a new league and see how we got on.